this is Jerry. Welcome back to the channel. So hopefully today you guys can hear me. I decided to come to the river, and one of the reasons why I came by the river is I really needed to feel good. I really wanted to restore my sense of self again. And honestly, when you come out to nature, you learn how to live life. You learn how to be, to just be. Absolution of ego, of your past self is the ultimate dissolution, and also the ultimate resolution. A lot of us are attached to many things. A lot of us have a lot of addictions. But if you look out into nature, if you look at the river is constantly changing. There's a constant dance going on. And just like how we should be in our lives, there should be a constant dance going on. Even if we don't feel good, we should always be moving in our ultimate potential. We should be moving towards what makes us feel good. This 3D world will have you attached to your bills, to wanting people, wanting obsessions or possessions, and all of that is just an illusion. It literally is. If you guys look at the molecules of things of our body itself is 99% space. There's only 0.01% or 0.1% matter. So, since matter is just an illusion, then what is real? What is real is the spiritual essence, is what we call, or what the Vedics call prana, or energy. And everything that is moving you is just prana, is God, is the life force, energy, the true thing that actually exists, the 0.1% that's actually moving you towards your greatest good, your greatest outcome. So what does the river do when there's obstacles? What does the river do? Well, if you're a human being and you're in your vessel, you're in your human suit, and you're splashing around, you're constantly up against the waves, you're constantly moving your boat, you're constantly moving your vessel around, you're going to be spinning around in the same place, full of resistance. All of us want to live a good life on earth. All of us want to get rid of the obstacles. And I realize, not only in my life, but observing nature, observing people, is that in order for Source to move the obstacle away for you, because you think you're doing everything. You think, oh, I need to force myself, I need to do all of these things. You're not doing it. Probably like 80% is done by Source and 20% is done by your efforts. But every time you get to where you need to be, it's because there was a hand guiding you, there was a light guiding you the entire time. You just forgot that there was this power within you guiding you towards the things that you want. So, no matter how you're feeling right now, if you feel like I just cannot get out of this rut, I cannot get out of these problems, I cannot get out of this victimhood, I cannot get out of any of this, there's no help for me, nobody cares about me, everything is cut off from you, everything, material support, human support, everything is cut off. This is the time where the mother creator, this is where source can finally embrace you. You can finally meet source at the absolution point, at the 0 point energy, at the quantum fields where everything really exists. And in the quantum fields, in your spirit body, in your light body, all you feel is joy. If you don't feel joy, you just feel completeness, totality. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, if just like the Buddhists say, absolution is the ultimate goal. And I know it sounds cliche, and for us as humans it sounds very scary, but it's the total opposite of what you're thinking. When you become one with the absolute, when you go back to the totality, when you have moments of totality, of grace in your life, and you realize, oh, all of this is a part of the plan, all of this was a part of who I am, then you'll realize that you can stop kicking around in the water, you can stop crying, you can stop trying to force your way, trying to find the right answer, because no matter which direction you go, the absolute, the source, will always guide you to your greatest path. But again, you have to use your tools that you have, using the mind that you have, being able to control this mechanism for your grace. And one step at a time, moments and seconds down the river, slowly guide you down to the place where you need to be. And those moments of panic, those moments where you feel attacked, where you feel like nobody has your back, where you feel unsupported by anything, just know that there's always this power that's within you. There's always this power that sees what you're going through, that sees you crying, this power that sees what you're going through and knows who you are, is always there. And yeah, guys, I don't want this to be a super long video, but if you made it this far, I just wanted to give you guys a quick story about what happened to me. So, for me, I got attached to a person, and I got to the point where I was getting absolutely crazy. Even though I could not see this person again, we could physically not see each other, and it was about 2 years that I was just in this crazy mode where I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And during that time, I stumbled across manifestation, and I was manifesting things without really knowing what manifestation was, because I realized if I got to the point where I felt pure joy, and I was visualizing this person, and I was visualizing the things that I wanted, And I felt the pure joy, and I felt inside of myself that it already existed, that I could manifest it. And that's exactly what happened. I felt pure joy, and I knew in my heart I was going to see this person again, and I did. But after that point, I never saw them again, so that's where I started to become crazy, obsessed, attached. Because I can no longer control what I was seeing, I could no longer manifest what I wanted. And this is how I woke up. And Eckhart Tolle talks about there's two ways to enlightenment, there's two ways to finally wake up. The first way is you just bam, boom. You just wake up. And the second way is what I think most of humanity does is they gradually wake up, they become more attuned to the lies, they have more discernment, they have more of a grasp of what's going on, and they wake up on their own time. But for me, I remember when I fell asleep as a kid in the Matrix, and then I woke up again because I was so obsessed, I was so attached to wanting this person, this idea of a person, that my body was hurting, everything was hurting, and I just wanted, at that point, I just wanted peace. I just finally wanted peace in my life. So, I stumbled across meditation, and my higher self was giving me signs that I was going to wake up, but I didn't really see the signs. And I finally let go. I finally let go, and I surrendered, and I said, I just want to feel good again. I just want to feel peace again. And I meditated for the first time with intention, and that is where I met the Absolute, where I had that experience that I cannot describe. I cannot describe the experience. I cannot describe what happened. Just to say that I met who I was. I found the inner peace I was looking for, and honestly, after that day, I became a new person. I literally 360 became a new person. And I'm not telling this story for you to hope that the same thing will happen to you. You have your own story. But I do want to tell you that if you want to find this peace, if you're looking for this joy, this is the ultimate substance. This is the thing that is actually real. Everything that is material in this world is a hologram. And we're just here to enjoy it, interface with it. And like I told you guys, my higher self was giving me images, symbols, telling me that I was about to wake up. And I know for you that's listening, you're also going to see your signs, you're also going to see your symbols that you need to see. You're also going to find that every single day it gets a little bit better. You're going to do the things that are going to make you feel better. You're going to be out in nature, you're going to sit by a river. You're not going to give a shit about anything else in this world. You're not going to care about your lover. You're not going to care about the money. You're not going to care about having nice things. You're not going to care about eating good food, because the only thing that you're going to care about is finding yourself. And when I said that, a flock of birds just passed by. Anyways, guys, I think you guys get the point. If you have this desire in your heart to finally feel good, to finally feel solace, to finally feel joy, then you're doing better than 98% of the people on the planet, because everybody else is chasing things that really have no meaning, that really are not going to give them anything, any pleasure, because it's transitory. It doesn't mean diddly squats. So, do something for yourself today, even if you are alone, even if nobody has your back, even if you have a bunch of bills that you need to pay, you have kids to feed, you have something gnawing at you, you have these thought patterns that won't go away, they're telling you that you're just a piece of shit or whatever, because these are not true. It's not true. And I know that source, I know the absolute is guiding you towards better thoughts, is guiding you down the path of more flow, of more joy that you were always looking for, that you always have access to, always have access to once you let go, once you surrender. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it as there. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a good day today, and let me know what you guys think.